Hi everyone, I am Sam Holmes from Careers Portal, and today I sat down with Shaun, the CEO and founder of Explore Data Science Academy, and we touched on a range of topics from data science to algorithms to why we need to be better at data science in South Africa and everything in between. We hope you enjoy. It was certainly eye-opening for me, and I hope it'll be eye-opening for you too. Hey Shaun, how are you doing?
Yeah, good, thanks. How are you?
No, not too shabby. Trying to maintain positivity in a post-COVID world.
I wish we were post-COVID, but I think we're still in it.
That's true. That's true. And let's sidestep COVID and get straight into it. So I'll begin things off with asking you, what is Explore Data Science Academy and what do you guys do?
Yeah, so the Explore Data Science Academy, we teach data science, and we teach it at scale across Africa, right? And how we teach it is quite different to typical universities. It's teaching in an immersive way. People are put in teams to solve problems with deadlines. So you're learning how to solve practical problems in an iterative fashion. But while you're doing that, you're sort of along the way learning, complex maths and stats and how to code and SQL databases and machine learning. So yeah, I mean, in a sentence, it's a modern institution that teaches fourth industrial revolution skills, at scale across the continent.
Okay, fantastic. So you've mentioned it's a modern institution. How have you guys managed to grapple and contend with the sort of blended learning model that all South African tertiary institutions have been faced with?
Yeah, so we were sort of from inception a blended learning organization, right? So we believe in technology. I mean, we teach technology, and we believe that technology enables you to teach uh, better and at scale. So that was our original design philosophy. We've spent 5 to 10 years building a platform that teaches. So students come in and they're not sitting listening to a teacher. They're logging into their system and they're learning material and writing code and working with their peers. So we've always been blended. We sort of have a ratio of about one teacher to about 50 to 100 students. And most of the time, students don't interact with the teacher. They're just learning on the system, watching videos and doing tests and interacting with their peers. I don't think you asked this question, but from us to go into COVID, it didn't touch sides, right? We over the weekend we got all our students laptops and they were learning from home, and the attendance and performance were pretty similar. So we were very equipped, and from the start built a learning system that was very tech friendly, remote based, and you could sort of learn anywhere, on a laptop.
Okay, great. I suppose older criticism of this model is that you need more teachers to less students and that sort of ratio, and that's a age-old debate. But you guys say you've noticed consistent results and actually students buying into this model more than archaic UCT type or TIC sort of engagement models. Would you say that's a fair statement?
But definitely, I mean, we definitely don't believe you need more teachers per student. A couple of points around this. Firstly, you know, you know, you only need a few really good teachers, and you need to digitize them or virtualize them, right? So what we've got is some of the best scientists in the world, and they've created videos and lectures and webinars, and everybody can see that, right? So 10,000 people across Africa have got access to the best machine learning engineer talking about regression. That's far better than having 20 people who don't really understand regression trying to teach people what regression is, right? So as long as you got the sort of the best minds creating the material and then a platform to distribute that, that's really key. And another thing is, in this field, it's so scarce that you can't find 10, 20 of them, right? So even if you wanted to do that, it's sort of not possible. So that's the sort of one stream of thought. The other stream of thought is, most students learn best, on their own or with their peers. It's actually only the sort of real top students and the real bottom students who need teachers to help them really excel or to help them with difficulty. So what we find is our teachers are actually dealing with a few percentiles of the best performers and a few percentiles of the bottom performers. The rest just get cracking on their own.
Okay, no, that's great. And then just bridging across that, what would you say your most popular course is at the moment?
I mean, data science. We've got a 1 year data science course on campus or online. Sure, that's incredibly in demand.
Okay, and then so what sort of numbers do you see across the board there in terms of your yearly intake?
So this year, we think by July, which is the next intake, we'll have 1,000 students. We'll be teaching 1,000 students, which, from our understanding, is probably one of the biggest data science academies in Africa or the world. I mean, but certainly very big. with our ambition being to teach 10,000 per annum by 2025. So yeah, it's a lot of students. I mean, if you go to Stellenbosch or Wits, I mean, they've got postgrad courses. They've probably got classes of 30 to 40. So yeah, significantly bigger than your typical university.
Okay, no, that's great. Fantastic to hear that you guys are growing at such a rate and doing so well. If you could walk us through a couple of terms, because this is a kind of an industry where people or the average human being is not that well versed in. So first of all, data science. How would you describe that?
Yeah, so there's 100 definitions out there. I mean, how we describe it is solving problems with data. So it's using data and a bunch of tools and algorithms, but ultimately it's around solving a problem. And if you're not solving a problem, you're not doing data science. That probably wouldn't be if you went to Wikipedia, you wouldn't find that definition. But yeah, solving problems using data is how we describe data science.
No, that's great. I think there's often a misconception that these sort of fields exist in complete abstraction to whatever else is going on in the world, where they actually inform so many industries and where you can actually make accurate decisions from. And so, leading off of that, what is machine learning?
Yeah, so that's a bit easier to define. I mean, that's a field of AI, and I'm sure you'll ask me what AI is, but it's a field of AI that emerged probably in the 80s and really came to sort of profile with cloud computing, right? When the machines we have are big and fast and cheap like they are, then machine learning really came into its own. And machine learning is really, as it says, it's machines learning. So building machines that can learn themselves, and basically, almost, the edge of machine learning is cognitive machines, right? Machines that can think and talk and speak, etc., etc. So yeah, but sort of at its essence, it's programs that can learn on their own over time.
For sure. I think I'd expect you to be completely biased, but what would you say to people who have fears surrounding machine learning taking over the future, that sort of stuff?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely something to be fearful of. I mean, there's two camps in the world. There's the technology optimists and the technology pessimists. The technology optimists, which would be, for example, the Google founders, they believe that technology and AI is going to make the world a better place and friendlier and wealthier, and everybody's going to be rich and relaxed. Then there's the technology pessimists like Elon Musk and Bill Gates, to name two. They think that technology and AI is going to become smarter than humans and effectively extinguish the human race, right? They're going to wipe us out. So there's people smarter than me who think differently. I guess my only thought is, we need to be really conscious and aware of the machines we're building and make sure we, just build them for the right reasons with the right objectives. Because if we're not conscious, definitely things can go wrong.
For sure. I think Bill Gates has more on his plate at the moment than the fearful future. But anyway, we'll let him deal with that in his private capacity. What I also find very interesting about this field is I think you can draw massive parallels because it does inform social media. It's almost how everyone thought social media was going to be fantastic and revolutionize the world, the way we operate. And to a large part it has, and it's made a lot of processes a lot more democratic. But now more than ever, we've seen the ugly side, whether that's through Cambridge Analytica, Trump, whatever you want to call it. So like you said, I think there are two sides, and existing in that golden mean is very important. So leading off machine learning, what are your thoughts, and more so, what is artificial intelligence?
So artificial intelligence, to get a bit technical. So in the 50s, I think in MIT, the field of AI came to being, and a guy called, I think it was Minsky, Professor Minsky, he sort of conceptualized it. And basically, the definition of AI back then is, machines or systems that could perform human tasks, right? And at that time, it was very simple, like a calculator is an AI. Instead of you going 3 + 4 in your head equals 7, you build this machine that you press 3 and 4 and the calculator gives you the answer, right? But that first AI or that first machine is an expert system. You create this program that says, if this plus this equals that. So you create these sort of decision trees or pathways. And in that case, you're not teaching the machine to learn. You're sort of telling the machine what to do, if this, then that, but what. So that would be the sort of origin of AI and the sort of first definition, expert systems. Machine learning is a subset of AI, and neural networks is a subset of AI too, right? So machine learning and neural networks are AI, but AI is a sort of broad term of a system that's created to perform a human task.
Okay, no, that's wonderfully summed up. So I think it's always very tempting to talk about the sort of trends and movements in terms of the global world, but especially with what you guys are doing in Africa. Where do you see AI in, let's say more specifically, South Africa in the next 5 years?
Yeah, I mean that's an interesting one, and there's many sort of lots of sort of detail to that, right? So firstly, AI globally will proliferate, right? All the products and services you use will be more infused with AI. So Facebook is like one big AI serving you adverts depending on who you are and how much money you got and what you're going to buy. Twitter, Airbnb, Uber, all of those things are AI systems, like telling you which car to go for what price and what hotel to book at, so that sort of, AI and all the products and services will proliferate. Sort of another part of the answer is, our companies using AI, so the banks and the insurers, we definitely are behind the curve locally around adoption of AI in our companies for a number of reasons, right? I mean, we've got smaller talent pools, we've got less sort of cloud infrastructure skills, sort of management adoption. So maybe to summarize, AI will proliferate exponentially around the world in all our products and services. Locally and on the continent, we're definitely a little bit behind. Just for infrastructural and economic reasons.
But I mean, with what you guys are doing, is this a sort of issue you're aiming to solve?
No, for sure. I mean, that's the essence of our business is to deliver these necessary skills into the continent. For those individuals, I mean, it's sort of transformative for an individual to get a high-paying tech job in a 20-year career, right? I mean, that's transformative to them, but also for the companies. Our companies and the continent's companies need these skills to sort of compete globally.
For sure. And do you think a massive hindrance is our sort of lack of STEM system that we have in place?
No, for sure. So, I mean, that's a massive problem. So, data science is a numeric exercise or profession or vocation. And, more often than not, having a strong maths and science background is important, right? It's not conditional, but it's important. And we've got big gaps in our sort of secondary and primary school system, which is very limiting.
Do you guys offer a sort of bridging course where people can get up to speed with these sort of computational issues that we're facing, or is it a more self-study model? You're going to have to close this gap yourself.
Yeah, so we've got sort of bridging courses and boot camps, for sure, like a Python boot camp, a 6-week Python boot camp. That's a great sort of like, let's just get the basics of coding. Let's get the basic maths and stats foundations. So yeah, we do have that.
What would be your compelling reason for people to take this more seriously, to look at it as a vocation, not necessarily for the future, but for right now?
I mean, the compelling reason is this is the future, right? Like, what's that? Half of today's jobs will be redundant in 5 years. So a lot of the work that people are doing, like they're going to be unemployed in 5 years, like because machines and AI will be replacing that. So the big reason to do this is to have a career that's sustainable and lucrative. Would be the big reason. And alongside that, and this is a personal opinion, it's fun, right? It's like it's so cool to write code and solve problems and work with cool people. So yeah, I mean, it's just it's the future, and yeah, pretty cool stuff.
Oh yeah, that's fantastic. My roommate is a English major who finished his undergrad in computer science, and he,
Oh
in his
wow.
very binary way, tried to explain to me that writing code is no different to writing poetry, which I found quite fascinating.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with that, right? So English and mathematics and computer science and programming are languages, right? So you're expressing ideas, sometimes with prose, sometimes with code, right? So I mean, I absolutely agree that's the case. And I mean, I love maths and English. They're both very creative, right? Like writing a poem and writing a program is a creative problem-solving exercise. Um, but yeah, it's typical for people to think they're very different, and you have poets and coders, and so that's sort of the tradition and typical. But yeah, it's it's a very powerful to believe they're similar, which I do.
No, fantastic. So EDSA offer a sponsorship program. Can you take us through the prerequisites, how one can apply, all that sort of nitty gritty?
Yeah, so our course, 1 year course, is about 60,000-70,000 rand. But we have corporate South African corporates that pay for the course and give you an internship, right? So it's this great 1 year, you learn the course, then you go and do some problem solving at the client site, and most of the time they'll hire you. So it's this great 1 year scholarship with potential placement. Go to the website, you can apply, and we've got limited spots. So I don't know, call it 10,000 applications, 500 spots. And in the application, you've got to do a sort of an IQ test or a sort of a pattern recognition test, and you've got to write some code. And then you've got to have an interview. So we take those 3 tests and then we score them, and the top whatever 100 get placed into those companies is the short sort of story.
Okay, fantastic. We're going to move back to the global trend once more before we kind of wrap up here. And on your website, you mentioned 4 mega trends being unlimited data, incredible speed, cloud integration, and open source algorithms. How are these 4 mega trends, and I think you've touched on this already, but we'll start with shaping the globe and then shaping the narrative here in South Africa? Fairly loaded question.
Yeah, I mean, again, just. I mean, I'm an old man now, but you just close your eyes and think back to 2004. Okay, 2004. Hardly anybody had a phone. If you had a phone, it was this clunky, I think it was like a GPS, GPRS type thing, and you would like SMS your buddies like 3 times a day, right? You blink now, and you've got this supercomputer in your hand, right? And the supercomputer is connected to a 4G network, which is like, super fast. And it's connecting into this thing called the internet, which is powered by the cloud and these algorithms, and you can now like do anything, right? You click on your phone, you can get a food delivered to your door, you can get an Uber, you can find any piece of information. I mean, that's like would be unimaginable 10 years ago. Like people would have thought you were crazy and on drugs if you had have said, geez, in 10 years time, guess what, so progress sneaks up on us, and I guess my point is here is it's shaping the world dramatically, right? The world is changing flipping dramatically every 2 to 4 years as the internet, cloud, algorithms just get stronger and stronger. So yeah, I mean, just think about your life 5-10 years ago and then to today, and you can see how these trends are shaping the world. South Africa, sort of the second part of your question, we're behind, right? I mean, our internet speeds are slower, our internet penetration is less. So you got lots of people in the country who don't have access to this new world, right? If you're out in a rural community without a phone or a cell tower, you're completely like removed from this world, which is a big problem. And then, the cloud, we don't have big data centers here. I think AWS have just come. So I mean, South Africa and Africa, again, to the skills, like we just, a couple years behind, which is a problem, right? Like, you don't want to be behind. It makes you less competitive. It makes you more behind. It creates more inequality, more poverty. That's a big infrastructural problem for the government to solve.
Okay, for sure. I mean, even just the cost of data itself in South Africa is unjustifiable.
10-20 times the rest of the world, which is a problem, right? Like it limits your life. It limits what you can do when you can only surf for 20 minutes where everyone else in the world can surf for 4 hours, right? Because surfing now isn't entertainment, it's your life. It's getting goods and services, it's buying stuff, it's getting a lift, it's chatting to your mother, it's buying that medicine. It's a public utility.
It's everything. And do you feel a lot better knowing that you have got this data science background, or you understand how algorithms work, so that you can not necessarily safeguard yourself against being manipulated, but you're more aware of what's happening in your day-to-day life?
Yeah, for sure. So I'm very aware, and people should be very aware that these algorithms are effectively built to make as much money off of you as possible, right? So that's it is what it is. So Netflix, which I have and love, their algorithm recommends not what movie you should watch next, it's what movie that you're most likely to watch next that'll make them the most money, right? Which is slightly different because they've got to pay for that movie. And if they give you movie X, which is going to cost them 100 Rand to serve, or movie Y, which is going to cost them 10 Rand to serve, and you've got a slightly less chance, like they're going to serve you the cheaper one, right? So that's maybe a bad example, but to your question, understanding the intention of these algorithms is useful, because it's just stops you sort of believing in the algorithms and the pop-ups and the recommendations, right? You need to be thoughtful for what you're being served.
Okay, cool. And just to lead off that, I think it's so important in this post-truth Trump Clinton type environment that we live in now more than ever, with fake news circulating, that we make decisions that are data driven, and that is specifically your business or what you're interested in. So what would you, in closing, say are the advantages of a data driven society?
Yeah, so that's a great point, and that's why I believe in data, and I mean this business exists, and why we teach it, right? I mean, you can use these algorithms and tools for not for good, and not in an evil way, right? It's not like, oh, I'm going to use this to be evil. It's like in subtly negative ways, right? You're optimizing for things that aren't sustainable or good. Like, sometimes optimizing for profits isn't like the right thing in some instances, but using data to make decisions is a really powerful and positive thing, right? So, and you can use it in your personal life, in your business life, in your running a household, having children, like looking at the facts, like making a decision based off factual information, 99% of the time is a good idea, versus a subjective blind guess, because I don't know, somebody says you should do it. So again, let me summarize into your question. The advantage of a data-driven society is making better decisions for you and the community over the long run.
For sure. And I wish we had more of that with our current COVID government and all the sort of just random decisions that appear to be made every day.
I mean, that's a great example, right? Like more data-driven decision making we would be in a better position today.
For sure. Whether that's consuming alcohol or a 9-year-old being able to play rugby this weekend. So it's,
Exactly.
but a bit of a, no, I don't want to end this on a government bashing note, but Shaun, thank you so much for your time. Between browsing your website and chatting to you today, I've certainly improved my knowledge on data. So thank you very much for that.
Brilliant. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Cool. So there you have it. Thank you so much to Shaun for giving up his time and expertise. And thanks to you guys for listening and watching. I hope this provided a great amount of value. It certainly did for me. It is quite scary, this futuristic world that we are moving into. But if we understand it and get to grips with it, we can not only enjoy it, but we can make money whilst doing it. So thanks for watching. Stick around. All of the links, descriptions, everything will be in our bio. Thank you, and we'll see you soon.